In a world where convenience often battles with the desire for healthiness, stocking your pantry with the right essentials can offer a solution. Imagine having access to nutritious, long-lasting ingredients that save you money and provide comfort during unexpected moments. These pantry staples aren't just about sustenance, they're a clever way to ensure meals are both healthy and cost-effective. From nutrient-rich grains to versatile beans and legumes, each item we explore boasts a shelf life of over a decade. Discover how these 12 inexpensive and healthy pantry items can revolutionize your kitchen and support your lifestyle for years to come. 1. Ready-to-eat convenience meals. Ready-to-eat convenience meals are a no-brainer for anyone looking to fill their pantry with items that require zero preparation. Forget the hassle of cooking or the laborious chore of meal planning. These meals are here to simplify your life. For those short-term, I just need something now situations, these meals have got you covered. But don't kid yourself, anything beyond a couple of years and these meals start to lose their charm. Want something that lasts longer? Go for freeze-dried meals. These aren't just something you toss into the cart because they look pretty. Freeze-dried meals take storage to another level, offering a shelf life between 10 to 15 years. That's not a typo. You can stock your pantry now and forget about it for a decade plus. Perfect if apocalypse prepping is your thing or you just loathe frequent grocery runs. But don't think these meals are just about longevity. They're perfect for life's curveballs, whether it's an emergency that keeps you indoors or just a packed day where cooking is not on the agenda. No cooking, no cleaning up. Rip open the packaging, maybe add some water, and you're good to go. It's as straightforward as it gets. Yet, let's not pretend this is all sunshine and rainbows. There's a downside to any shelf-stable product, and convenience meals are no exception. Nutritional value can vary greatly, and let's face it, some options are basically sodium bombs. Be mindful of what you're grabbing. Read those labels because not all convenience meals are created equal. When it comes to price, these meals often offer excellent value, especially considering the money you save on utilities while skipping cooking sessions. Invest in bulk deals or wait for discounts to stock up without breaking the bank. So, while ready-to-eat convenience meals sit at the top for short-term utility and basic emergency use, be strategic. Aim for quality and variety to make sure you're not just feeding yourself, but also maintaining some level of nutritional integrity. After all, nourishment goes hand in hand with convenience when emergencies strike or time is impossibly tight. 2. Enhancing basics with condiments. Condiments are an essential addition to any pantry. They might not steal the show, but they sure do elevate every meal. Soy sauce, for example, can transform a dish from bland to mouth-watering in just a few drops. It's your one-stop solution to adding that umami punch to anything from stir-fries to marinades. Want something with a bit more kick? Look no further than curry paste. It doesn't matter if it's red, green, or masam, and a spoonful will spice up your life. Seriously, stop serving meals that could put someone to sleep. These condiments are your housekeeping saviors, making boring meals thrilling again. And let's not forget about the growing preference for organic options. With concerns about GMOs running amok, opting for organic soy sauce or curry paste is your hedge against the unknown. Look, food shouldn't be a chemistry experiment. Organic shines because it strips down the ingredients list. Save your health and the planet while you're at it. Now here's the deal: stock up. There's nothing worse than running out of your culinary secret weapons. Start grabbing extras during regular shopping trips. Trust me, your future self will thank you. The best strategy? Acquire a couple more bottles or jars every grocery run when you find them on sale. Make it a habit. It's not like they're going to rot in your pantry. Let's talk about shelf life. When it comes to condiments, you're in luck. If stored correctly, these items practically last forever. They're not like your perishable dairy that turns into a science project if left unattended. The idea is to keep them in a cool, dark place, and you're good to go. No more worrying about spoilage, it's just you and your timeless condiments. There you have it, condiments are your pantry's unsung heroes. When you think about ingredients that never expire, these simple staples are quietly there at the top of the list. The next time you're tempted to resort to another plain meal, reach for these condiments instead. Your taste buds will thank you, and so will anyone else subjected to your cooking. 3. Dried beans, lentils, and peas. Look, if you're serious about stocking your pantry on the cheap with stuff that lasts, you can't ignore dried beans, lentils, and peas. These little powerhouses are versatile for just about any meal you want to whip up. Toss them in soups, salads, stews, or even whip up a batch of homemade hummus or bean burgers. They're your go-to for stretching meals and your dollars. Seriously, if you're not using these already, Start digging in. Now, here's the catch: they don't last forever. Forget about those myths of eternal shelf lives just because they're dried. In reality, after 2 to 3 years, they start losing their quality, flavor fades, texture can get wonky, and even their nutritional punch takes a hit. If you're the type who likes playing long-term protein roulette, you might end up with beans that never soften during cooking, no matter how long you've soaked them. The solution: get smart about storage. Regular plastic bags aren't up to the task for the long haul. You want these bad boys vacuum sealed or canned if you're genuinely thinking about extending their usability. Pressure canning is your best friend here. Although it might seem like overkill, the payoff in added shelf life is worth it. Store them in a cool, dry place and they'll serve you well for years. These legumes are also nutritional dynamite on the cheap. Packed with protein, fiber, and essential vitamins and minerals, they're ideal for those needing to tighten their belt financially while still needing solid nutrition. Whether you're a carnivore, vegan, or something in between, they're an indisputable core of a healthy pantry. Bottom line, don't skimp on dried beans, lentils, and peas. They're the budget item that turns into a pantry pillar. Just remember, nothing lasts forever, so make sure you're rotating your stock and using them wisely. Do it right, and these items won't just sit taking up space, they'll be regular stars on your dinner table. 4 shelf-stable protein options. When it comes to inexpensive and healthy pantry items that don't expire, shelf-stable protein options like canned chicken, tuna, and beans are indispensable. These items pack a punch when it comes to nutrition, offering a high protein content without breaking the bank or spoiling your diet plans. They are protein essentials, perfect for bulking up any meal, whether you're making a quick salad or a hearty stew. The beauty of these canned goods lies in their longevity and convenience. Store-bought cans are especially user-friendly for individuals just starting to build their food storage. You don't need a college degree to use these, just a can opener and a touch of creativity in the kitchen. These canned proteins require no refrigeration before opening, making them an ideal choice for those who live in small spaces or prefer not to rely on a freezer. For those willing to take food prepping to the next level, home canning presents an outstanding opportunity. It allows for the customization of flavors and portions, ensuring you have control over what exactly goes into your food. Plus, home canned goods can last even longer when processed correctly, making your pantry not just sustainable but also unique to your tastes. However, this requires some initial investment in equipment and learning the craft, but the payoff is worth it if you're serious about food sovereignty and safety. Canned proteins are versatile. They can be added to virtually any dish without much hassle. Open a can of tuna for a quick, protein-packed sandwich, or toss beans into a salad for an instant boost. They can be the foundation of a meal or serve as an easy add-on. The nutritional content beats many fresh alternatives given their protein density and, when paired with other non-perishable items, can form a well-balanced diet. Price-wise, these shelf-stable items beat out fresh meat any day of the week. When you consider the time wasted on food spoiling in your fridge or expensive emergency runs for last-minute groceries, canned proteins offer peace of mind. No hassle, no waste, no problem. They're like money in the bank, always there when you need it, keeping your body fueled without the fear of going bad. 5. Pasta, affordable and flexible. Pasta is a pantry powerhouse. This staple is ridiculously cheap and lasts forever if stored properly. Keep it in a cool, dry place, and it's your reliable go-to for quick meals on tight budgets. Pasta's versatility is unmatched. You can whip it into Italian classics or toss it into a spicy Asian dish. The choice is yours and the options are endless. With endless shapes and sizes, it adapts seamlessly to any culinary style you fancy. Want something low on gluten? No problem. There are gluten-free varieties as prevalent as the regular ones nowadays, catering to diverse dietary preferences. Don't even worry about being boxed into a single nutritional profile. Organic options are everywhere if you're particular about going GMO-free with your meals. Affordable doesn't mean compromising on health, and pasta proves it time and again. Its ability to absorb and reflect the flavors of any ingredient makes it a flexible base for varied recipes. You want a meal that's healthy yet satisfying? Throw in some colorful veggies and lean protein for a wholesome dinner. As for storage, ditch the flimsy plastic bags once you're home from the grocery store. Transfer that pasta into glass jars. Not only does this method make for easy inventory management, goodbye, endless searching for various bags, but it also extends freshness. Zero risk of infesting your pasta with pantry pests. Plus, seeing neatly organized pasta jars in your pantry is oddly satisfying and motivating for impromptu cravings. In essence, pasta is your budget-friendly, forever-lasting comfort food. It encourages creativity in the kitchen without wrecking the bank. Millions of households have relied on it for generations, and there's a reason it remains steadfast in pantries around the globe. 6. Long-term staples: grains and rice. When it comes to stocking your pantry with items that will outlast the next 2 decades, focus on grains and rice. White rice is the king. It can last over 20 years if you store it properly. Use airtight containers with oxygen absorbers to keep it fresh. Don't be tempted by brown rice, despite whatever health benefits you've heard. It goes rancid fast because of its oil content. Do not bother with it if you want your food to last. Wheat berries are another excellent choice for long-term storage. They're the whole kernel of wheat, unprocessed and as close as you can get to freshly milled flour. When stored correctly, these can also stretch beyond 2 decades. Make them part of your pantry, vacuum sealing them in food-grade buckets. Be prepared to grind them down when you need flour. Otherwise, you're just storing up little edible rocks. Oats don't make the cut when it comes to long shelf life. Oatmeal will spoil faster than you think, so leave it out of your long-term plans. Focus instead on things that will give you sustenance and last for years. Grains like farro and barley are worthy additions if kept dry and sealed. Again, the trick for success is proper storage. Moisture is your enemy if you care about keeping that food. Vacuum seal everything. Don't let your food just sit on a shelf in thin packaging, waiting to go bad. Take action and preserve it right. If you think Ziploc bags are enough, think again. Spend a little extra on vacuum sealing equipment. It's an investment that will pay off in the long run, saving you the hassle of dealing with spoiled food. Does it sound excessive to prepare that carefully? Maybe. But when you open a bag of grains one day and they taste just as fresh as the day you stored them, you'll thank yourself. In a world where convenience often overshadows prudence, securing your food supply is a smart move. Remember, grains and white rice stored properly offer an inexpensive, nutritious, and nearly inexhaustible food option. Get it done right, reap the benefits. These staples are the fail-safes in your pantry for peace of mind and longevity. Forget the hype about perishables, build your future on lasting sustenance. 7. Honey, nature's eternal sweetener. When it comes to pantry essentials that endure the test of time, honey is the champion. This Vis liquid gold has an indefinite shelf life, a trait rarely found in other natural sweeteners. Honey's longevity is due to its low moisture content and acidic nature, making it an inhospitable environment for bacteria and microorganisms. So, if you've got a jar tucked away in your cupboard from who knows when, it's likely just as good as the day you bought it. Crystallization often tricks people into thinking honey has spoiled. Newsflash, it hasn't. This natural crystallization process occurs when glucose molecules separate from the water, forming sugar crystals. All it takes is some gentle heat to restore honey to its liquid state. Simply place your jar in warm water or microwave it for a few seconds to dissolve those crystals. Problem solved. The versatility of honey extends beyond just a sweetener. It's been hailed for centuries for its medicinal properties, primarily its antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects. Got a sore throat? A spoonful of honey can help soothe it. Dealing with a burn or cut? Dab some honey on it, it works as a natural wound healer. Not to mention, honey is a natural energy booster, providing a quick source of carbohydrates for that much-needed jolt without hitting the candy jar. In culinary use, honey is indispensable. Aside from sweetening your morning tea or yogurt, it's a key ingredient in countless recipes, from glistening glazes on meat to the sweet backbone of a homemade granola. Its flavors range from mild to intensely floral, depending on the flowers visited by the bees, providing diverse options for enhancing dishes. Plus, unlike refined sugars, honey contains trace amounts of vitamins and minerals, justifying swapping it in when possible. Despite its potential crystallization and sticky messes, honey deserves a spot in your pantry. Just remember to store it correctly. An airtight container far from temperatures extremes is your best bet. Whether you reach for it to enhance your meal, treat an ailment, or give yourself an energy boost, you can count on honey's reliability. Declaring honey the eternal sweetener isn't hyperbolic, it's the truth. 8. Sugar. Sugar is one of those staple ingredients in your pantry that seems to live forever, but there are caveats. In its pure, dry form, sugar does not spoil. It doesn't support bacterial growth, and this means it can sit on your shelf for decades without going bad. However, to ensure its long-lasting quality, keeping sugar dry is non-negotiable. Any introduction of moisture can create clumps or even promote microbial growth, which is why airtight containers are essential. Moisture is the enemy of sugar, plain and simple. Buying sugar in bulk is a smart financial decision. Larger bags, typically ranging from 20 to 25 pounds, offer a more cost-effective purchase compared to smaller quantities. This means savings, and who doesn't love a little extra money in their pocket? Stacking up these hefty sacks can seem like overkill at first, but considering sugar's countless uses from baking to sweetening beverages or creating DIY skincare products, it's a pantry item you'll want to have on hand. Storage is key for maintaining sugar's indefinite shelf life. Transfer it immediately to airtight containers after purchase. Sealed plastic bins or glass jars with tight-fitting lids are the best options. They block out not only moisture but also unwanted pests, such as ants or pantry weevils, fleeing from which is nearly impossible if you're careless about storage. Varieties of sugar, like white, brown, or powdered, each have their specific characteristics, yet they share the same longevity if properly stored. Brown sugar does tend to harden due to moisture evaporation even when kept in airtight conditions, but this isn't spoilage, it's just a nuisance that can be fixed by adding a dampened piece of bread or a few apple slices to the container to restore softness. In a world where the lifespan of many pantry items is limited, sugar stands out as a beacon of durability. Even with its potential challenges, maintaining proper storage conditions ensures that your supply remains perfectly usable. Don't overlook this sweet giant's versatility either. From culinary tasks to household necessities, sugar earns its spot as a fundamental component in your survival pantry, lasting far beyond many other taste bud temptations. You deserve peace of mind knowing that a key ingredient in your kitchen doesn't need constant replacing or throwing out. Embrace sugar's longevity, maximize your buying power, and never worry about it again. Because when you take care of sugar, it takes care of you. Not forever temperamental, not easily perishable, just unapologetically stable and sweet. Buying vinegar. Vinegar is one of those miraculous pantry items that truly stands the test of time. Specifically, apple cider vinegar is your go-to, as it lasts indefinitely. That means it doesn't go bad, ever. If it's sitting on your shelf for weeks, months, or even years, it remains perfectly usable. This characteristic alone makes it a no-brainer for anyone serious about keeping a stocked pantry, especially when you're buying in bulk. No fear of spoilage translates to no waste, which means more savings in the long run. The versatility of vinegar cannot be overstated. For starters, apple cider vinegar is a multi-purpose powerhouse. Have a minor ailment? It's been touted for its medicinal properties, helping with everything from soothing sore throats to aiding digestion. Some people even take a shot of it daily as a health tonic, thanks to its probiotic nature when raw and unfiltered. If you're interested in natural remedies, vinegar should already be on your radar. In the kitchen, vinegar is your secret weapon. It can be used for cooking, enhancing flavors, tenderizing meats, and acting as a key player in marinades and dressings. A splash can transform the simplest of dishes, adding a depth of flavor that is both sharp and refreshing. It's not just about taste, though, as its acidic nature makes it effective for food preservation. Pickling cucumbers or other vegetables. Vinegar is the base you need for your brine, extending the life of your produce and significantly cutting down on grocery waste. Buying in bulk is the smartest way to manage your vinegar stock. You are decreasing the cost per unit and ensuring that your pantry is well equipped at all times. With vinegar being such a versatile tool in your cooking and health regimes, it's imperative that you never run out. That constant availability means one less thing to worry about, which, let's face it, we could all use in our hectic lives. Whether it's addressing basic health needs, enhancing culinary endeavors, or preserving food for future use, vinegar stands unmatched in its multi-purpose utility. It doesn't spoil, so there's no rush to use it up. It never expires, which means it's always ready to step up and serve whatever need you have. Stock up without hesitation, because with vinegar, you're not just storing another perishable item, you're investing in a valuable, long-term resource. If you're looking for an item that accomplishes a lot and takes little in return, look no further than a bottle of apple cider vinegar. 10. Powdered milk. Powdered milk is a pantry staple because it's cheap and has a ridiculously long shelf life. Pack this stuff with oxygen absorbers, and you've got a decent calcium and protein source that will last up to a decade. Forget the fridge or fancy preservative techniques, just airtight packaging, and you're good. Incorporate it into meals, powdered milk helps in maintaining your calcium intake without constantly running to the grocery store for fresh supplies. It's perfect for when fresh milk isn't an option, like in emergencies or camping trips. Here's what's important about powdered milk: it's versatile. You can throw it in your recipes without a hitch. Need to bake? Powdered milk's got your back. Whether making pancakes, bread, or muffins, it fits right in with no complaints. Blend it into smoothies or shakes, and it elevates the protein content without the hassle of fresh dairy. For cooking, it works magic in soups or sauces, adding creaminess without piling on fat and sugar. You want to stretch scrambled eggs or make instant mashed potatoes? Start with some reconstituted milk and let it work its magic. A bonus? No refrigeration needed, which is ideal for cutting down on waste. You buy it, pop it on a shelf, maybe forget it's there, but know it's waiting whenever you decide to use it. While fresh milk spoils quickly, you can forget about premature curdling with powdered milk. Once opened, it still outlasts its liquid counterpart, albeit for a shorter time frame than its original, sealed condition. Cost-wise, powdered milk offers tremendous value. Investing in a large bag guarantees a steady supply of milk that can be stretched over months, if not years, for a fraction of the cost of the liquid stuff. Environmentally speaking, there's less packaging waste. One bulk container of powdered milk replaces several cumbersome cartons of fresh milk over time. Importantly, powdered milk remains nutritionally solid. Its dehydrated state ensures all the essentials, vitamins, minerals, protein remain intact. The only thing that's evaporated is the water. Lactose intolerant? You can even find lactose-free options to suit dietary needs. The bottom line? For a pantry buy that promises longevity, adaptability, and nutrition, powdered milk ticks every box. It's practically indestructible and keeps giving without expiring. If you're serious about stocking a pantry that's both smart and cost-effective, it deserves its spot among the 12 pantry items that virtually never expire. I'll have an instant coffee or tea. Instant coffee and tea bags are your go-to choices for an immediate caffeine fix. Why settle for complicated brewing methods when you can tear open a packet, add hot water, and sip away? This isn't about savoring the delicate nuances of single-origin beans or whole-leaf artisanal teas. This is about practicality and immediacy. With freeze-dried options, you're looking at a shelf life that's basically indefinite. The process locks in that rich aroma and flavor, so years down the line, you're not sipping on a ghost of what once was. Forget those fancy fresh brews that go stale in months. The instant variety is where convenience meets longevity. It's a cost-effective approach to lining your pantry with items poised to last through anything. The caffeine kick is just as potent, delivering that familiar jolt when you need it most. In emergencies or on regular days, just grab, pour, and enjoy. No need for grinders, scales, or timers. What about nutrition, you ask? While instant coffee and tea won't replace your daily multivitamins, they do offer antioxidants. These compounds help fight off free radicals, supporting your overall health in the way only convenient pantry staples can. It's not like you're drinking these beverages for their nutritional prowess, but it doesn't hurt. And let's not ignore the psychological comfort here. On dreary mornings or a sluggish afternoon, a steaming mug in hand is a simple pleasure not to be underestimated. Whether your day needs a swift kickstart or a soothing break, instant coffee and tea have got your back. For those moments when spending time means losing time, streamline your caffeine cravings with these easy choices. Store them high, store them low, whatever your storage hierarchy. They're unfussy and ready whenever you are. Despite any food trends that come and go, these staples remain steadfast. 12 powdered eggs. Powdered eggs are the unsung heroes of long-term food storage and survival kits. When fresh eggs are hard to come by, powdered versions offer a reliable alternative that is shelf-stable and incredibly versatile. With a long shelf life, they eliminate the worry of perishability, making them perfect for emergencies, camping trips, or simply as a kitchen backup. Packed with essential nutrients like protein and vitamins, powdered eggs can be reconstituted to mimic fresh eggs in taste and texture. Use them in baking, as a breakfast staple, or in any recipe that calls for eggs. Their convenient, lightweight packaging also means lifting the burden of storage and transportation, unlike cartons of fresh eggs. A wise investment for those concentrating on self-sufficiency. Powdered eggs ensure your pantry stays well-rounded without sacrificing nutrition or flavor.